Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I've not been posting videos regularly in January. I have been busy with work and also I moved in the beginning of January. As I mentioned in my last video, I moved from Addlestone to Chertsey. Both towns are next to each other, so it wasn't a huge move. I moved into the hospital accommodation. I was on the waiting list for about 3 months and finally they gave me a room. My contract at my previous house was up in January, so it all worked out perfectly. Since I started working, I've always lived in hospital accommodation. It does have some benefits and some drawbacks, unfortunately. In this video, I'd like to share with you my thoughts on hospital accommodations. One of the reasons why I like living in hospital accommodation is that it is convenient. Most hospital accommodations are on site or located close to the hospital. They have many room options available: single rooms, ensuite rooms, studio flats, and 1 or 2 bedroom flats for families. So they cater for everyone, even parents with little kids. This accommodation is about half a mile away from the hospital. Living on site is great. It takes me less than 5 minutes to get to hospital, and trust me, it makes a lot of difference. More time in bed. Who can say no to that? I don't really like traveling after a long day. The last thing I want to do after a busy 13-hour shift is to drive home. I know so many people who commute to work every day and don't seem affected by it. One of my colleagues who lives in London uses 3 modes of transportation to get to work every day. He walks from his house to the local bus station, takes the bus to the train station, then gets the train to the train station near the hospital. Then he uses one of these portable bikes that he carries with him and cycles to the hospital from the train station. That sounds so stressful to me. I don't think I can manage doing something like that every day. The other benefit of living in hospital accommodation is that it is normally a lot cheaper than renting private houses or flats. This room is about £250 cheaper than my previous room. It pretty much is the same size. Actually, this room is a lot longer than the one I was renting in Addlestone. Both are ensuite rooms. I have a private bathroom and we share the kitchen and laundry facilities with other housemates. Most hospital accommodations don't ask for a deposit or have a solid contract. As long as you are employed by the trust, you can request to live in the accommodation. They also don't have a minimum or maximum length of stay. Some people stay in hospital accommodation for a while until they find a permanent house or a flat to rent. So it is a really good option if you are new to the area or haven't found a decent house or flat yet. The one drawback about hospital accommodation is that you don't get to choose your housemates. My housemate in Lincoln was my registrar. We were working on the same ward at one time and it was like living with your boss. At times it felt like I was still at work or work followed me home. On another note, living with medics can be a good thing. You see them working those long shifts like you, working weekends and nights. Somehow seeing other people working these crazy shifts makes me feel like I'm not alone. And it can be great having your mates close by. There is always someone to talk to, a friend or a colleague who knows what you're going through. Lastly, if you're thinking about living in hospital accommodation, remember to book your room early so you can be put on a waiting list. You don't usually have to pay a deposit to secure the room. You normally just have to complete a registration form and provide a proof of your employment with the trust. That's all for my video today. I hope this video gives you some insights about hospital accommodation. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and I will see you in my next video. Bye!